WDW Radio, your information station.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WDW Newscast. I am Lou Mangello, host of WDWRadio.com, author of the Walt Disney World Trivia Books, and publisher of Celebrations Magazine. This is the WDW Newscast for Wednesday, June 1st, 2011, and this episode is sponsored by our good friends over at touringplans.com. They are the research team behind the unofficial guide to Walt Disney World, where on the site they've got crowd calendars, wait times, more than 150 touring plans. You can also take touring plans with you to the parks with the Lines application. Look, it's all about maximizing your time, and I love them so much, I'm even wearing their snazzy shirt on tonight's newscast. So again, check them out over at touringplans.com. So on this week's Walt Disney World newscast, I wanted to talk to you about something new that was recently introduced, really more on a trial basis right now than anything else. But it's one of those special experiences beyond the attractions, the shows, and the parks. Notice I didn't say dining, which means dining is going to be a part of this because it is a new dining experience. And I don't mean a new restaurant or place to go eat, but it's an experience that's available over at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, and it's Dine with an Animal Expert. And this is offered at Sanaa at Kidani Village every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. Like I said, it is a trial period. They're going to do this for about 4 months. It started just about a week or so ago. It's open to all Walt Disney World guests. You don't need to be staying at Walt Disney World in order to participate in this. It's $49 for ages 10 and older, $29 for a special kids menu, and it also includes a $5 contribution to Disney's Worldwide Conservation Fund. So what this actually is in addition to an awesome meal at Sanaa, one of my favorite, try the lamb meatballs, it lets you dine with an animal specialist, and you can learn about the animals that are grazing right outside your window, right by your table on the savannah there. You're going to be very much immersed in the African culture. You get to talk to the animal expert, ask them questions either about their position, the animals there, the animals over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And you also get a 4-course menu that includes the first course, which is Indian-style bread service. I could eat nothing but non-bread all night long and all the dips. The second course is a salad sampler. The third course is chicken with red curry sauce and shrimp with green curry sauce with basmati rice. And the fourth course, of course, is all about dessert. It's chocolate cake, passion fruit kulfi, whatever kulfi is, and chai cream. And again, if you have special dietary needs, they can, of course, accommodate you as well. After you're done eating at Sanaa, you'll also have an opportunity to go out and see things like reticulated tortoises up close. The nice thing about this, the thing that I really like, in addition to the fact that you're eating at Sanaa, not sure if I mentioned that, is I think it's a great value. It's at just $49, but you also get it's also limited to only 12 guests. So you're not going to be sitting at a table or multiple tables of 10, of 20, 30 people. It's just the 12 of you and the animal specialist. So you get really kind of that one-on-one time, either while you're eating or while he or she is talking to the entire group at lunch or afterwards when you get to go and actually speak with them one-on-one. It is recommended for guests 8 years of age or older. Tell that to my 7-year-old. But to book the lunch or for more information, you can call 407-938-4755. You can also visit the Animal Kingdom Lodge's front desk. That number is going to give you the Wanyama Safari, but if you ask them, they'll transfer you over to the itinerary planning offices. So I'm looking in the chat room, seeing what people are talking about. Of course, people like Mark Vitek are saying that they're drooling on the keyboard. It sounds delicious. Linz King is actually staying at Kidani Village in December, and Chasing Castles likes the idea of the small group. Now, this probably sounds familiar to you to something else that's been offered for quite a while in Walt Disney World. Again, not something that's advertised prominently, but is a great experience based on what I've heard speaking with guests who have done the Dine with an Imagineer lunch or dinner. That allows you to obviously talk with one of Disney's Imagineers for lunch over at the Bamboo Room, which is sort of a private set-off room at the Hollywood Brown Derby. And I believe they still do dinner with an Imagineer over at the Flying Fish Cafe. That too, 10 guests only, and a 4-course meal. You also get a souvenir plate customized for the experience, and you can also get it personalized and signed by the Imagineer. That runs a little bit more. Lunch is $34.99 plus tax and gratuity. Dinner is $85. You can also add $30 for a wine pairing and $75 for a commemorative plate. Queen's Ferry already saying dining with an Imagineer is worth it. Kenobi fan would love to dine with an Imagineer. Humble servant is something that he always wanted to do. And Mickey Waffle says, dining with an Imagineer was one of the greatest Disney memories of my life. So it's great to hear from people who have experienced this, or if they haven't, are looking forward to trying to do something very unique. You know, we talk about sort of these add-on experiences, things to do to make an occasion special, something for your son's birthday or for your dad who's been there and done it all, or maybe doesn't want to go and just do attractions and shows. Letting somebody, maybe even a kid who's thinking about becoming an Imagineer, go out, have a great meal, try the Cobb salad, but also get a chance to sit down one-on-one with an Imagineer. Hear his or her personal story. Ask them questions either about Imagineering or about the journey maybe that you want to take or your son or daughter wants to take to become an Imagineer. The Disney Yensid says the Imagineering is awesome. Chasing Castle says, I'm sold now. Mickey Waffle says he met Jason Grant. What a great guy. Jason Grant, who just spoke over at Destination D, worked a lot on things like Star Tours and is working on Fantasyland, as we know. Great guy, brilliant Imagineer. I think one of that second generations of the new legendary Imagineers who we're going to see and hear from a lot in the next few years and hopefully decades. Young guy, still has a great career ahead of him. The other question is, is this something that you'd like to see more of? If you have interest in these experiences, or if you've done it before, would you like to see more of these kind of opportunities to sit down, dine with an Imagineer, maybe in some of the other parks, maybe go to Animal Kingdom, maybe do something specific over at Disney's Hollywood Studios about the studios, or over at the Magic Kingdom for the 40th anniversary. Talk with an Imagineer who's working on the expansion of Fantasyland, or was there when the Magic Kingdom was going through some of its changes over the past 40 years. And Jay Christie says she'd love to see more. How about an Epcot? Have meals with the cast members who came from those countries. That's brilliant. I always feel that the way to learn about a people is certainly through their food, to be able to sit and dine with somebody from that country. Christie, that's a brilliant idea. Certainly very easy to do as well. Nolan says, I'd love to have these opportunities, especially considering the prices aren't hugely expensive. Nolan, I agree. Again, we're talking about $35 for lunch with an Imagineer. For the dine with an animal expert, that's $49. Again, but you're getting that private opportunity. Again, if it was maybe a group of 50 or 60, I wouldn't feel as though it might be as worth it. But again, you're getting a 4-course meal, you're getting something tangible, and for the most part, to take away from it, and you're getting that opportunity that you probably wouldn't have otherwise, to sit for an hour or two and talk and get to meet with an Imagineer. So I think it's just, I like these ideas, I like these type of experiences. I hope that the one with the animal expert proves to be popular, so they continue it beyond the trial experience. And I also hope that it's something that they start to let more people know about, so they do get an opportunity to participate in these things. And I also like the fact that it's accessible to kids, because some of the backstage tours are only for kids 16 and up. But if you have somebody who is just starting out in high school, or even in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, who says, this is my dream to become an Imagineer, for that kid to be able to sit down and meet and eat with, not eat an Imagineer, but eat with an Imagineer, will be an experience that they will not forget, surely, for years to come. But I would love to also hear, again, like Christy, like some of you, again, Disney Queen 1, sort of that thinking outside the character box, this character meal box. Let me know the types of experiences that you might like to have, something that would really appeal to you, whether it's themed to a specific park, a resort, a restaurant, a field of Imagineering. I mean, the possibilities, the box is very wide open here, and the possibilities really are endless. You've got such a wide variety of talent there at Walt Disney World. Christie, you've got cast members from around the world. You've got design group artists. If somebody's interested in being a character artist or working for the company, people that work on merchandise, you've got the Imagineers there as well. You have executives. I mean, I wouldn't mind sitting down and talking to Rylus Carter or one of the vice presidents of the Magic Kingdom. So, again, lots of different things that you can do there. Let me know what types of experiences you'd like to see, where you'd like to see them, maybe even specifically with whom. Who would you maybe like to see? Is there a specific Imagineer or a field of Imagineering? Another field of somebody that works down in Walt Disney World. Crisby's talking about dining in an attraction. They do have some of those very special events. You can rent them out for corporate events. A little bit higher on the price tag. But again, I know D23 has done that in the past before. Dinner with Joe Rohde says, Jess. Nolan says, lunch with Exitencio, he would literally just die. Let's see. WDW World says, yeah, Disney Dining Experience does special dinners every month or so inside the attractions, after hours or before opening. Lunch with Marty Sklar, Dave Smith. Yeah, so there's a lot of options again, and everybody sort of has a different level of interest, whether it's for them, for their kids, parents, something special. I would love to continue this conversation both here in the chat room. We're going to stay on for a little while longer, but more specifically, come to the blog over at WDWRadio.com. I'm going to post the video from this week's newscast as well as the audio in the iTunes feed. I'd ask you to continue to come by and comment there. We'll discuss more. Tell us about your interest in these experiences. How does a price point fit in for you? Had you ever even heard of it before? Did you even know that dining with an Imagineer or dining with an animal expert even existed before you heard it tonight? And maybe what else would you like to see if Disney is inclined to not only keep this going, but also expand those levels of experiences for you and for guests? Again, you can visit the website over at WDWRadio.com. Come by, subscribe to the show in iTunes. You can just do a search for WDW Radio. While you're there, also make sure you check out the new Walt Disney World Trivia iPhone app, available for the iPhone. Just came out a couple of weeks ago. More than 750 questions, descriptive answers, a couple hundred more did you know facts, and you can also play against other people and share your score out on Twitter and Facebook. There you can follow me. I'm at Lou Mongello on Twitter. Come by and join the WDW Radio page over at facebook.com/WDW Radio, and also check out the site for the blogs, photo galleries, videos, our fun, friendly, safe discussion forums, and lots more. Also be sure and visit LouMongello.com to find out more about me, private tours of Walt Disney World, speaking opportunities, and also visit touringplans.com. Get your Lines application, subscribe to the site, find out where you too can get one of these sporty shirts. That is going to do it for this week. Again, want to thank you for taking the time, for tuning in, whether you're watching live, watching on YouTube, or listening through iTunes. I really do appreciate it. I am Lou Mongello from WDWRadio.com. Thanks again. See ya.